Hey Boogie, this is Anthony, and I just wanted to reply to your anxieties video. This is something I can really relate to as well. When I was little, I was never, called fat or, I wasn't really made fun of or anything else along those lines. But I did end up getting anxiety problems as I got older when I developed cancer at the age of 10. I started to realize that I was very different from the people around me, and as you probably know, being 10 years old, a lot of things are changing. It's when you transition from elementary school to middle school, and all those things are happening, especially since it was 3 years of chemotherapy and stuff like that. But that's not really what I wanted to talk about, but it has to do with how I developed my anxieties. And as I said, I didn't get called fat or anything, but I was growing up with cancer and I was changing, and people, didn't really realize who I was. And the biggest problem that I had was I was bald and going to school. I was kind of rounder in the cheeks and things along those lines, and people didn't really make fun of me because they really understood, but I knew inside my head that people were thinking that I was different, that I was contagious, and all these other things. And I did have a couple of kids who, called me names and stuff, but I had really good friends at the time, but it still didn't change the anxieties that I had. And as you probably know, middle school's that time where you go from just, hanging out with your friends and no one really cares who you are, to where the big judging starts, and where kids start going to parties and meeting new people, and girls are really important to us guys. And it was really hard for me because I had those anxieties, and they really never went away after that. I always feel like I'm that little kid who had cancer and still has cancer, even though if you saw me right now, as you can, you would never think that I had cancer. I'm not bald. I don't have the puffy cheeks. I don't look sick in any way, shape, or form. And but I still have those problems. And now that I'm quite a bit older, those problems are starting to go away and things are starting to change. But I definitely do know how it feels and how long it takes to have those changes come into effect. And that's basically what I wanted to mention and talk about a little bit. But I can't imagine how hard it is for someone to go through something that they've had to go through their whole life, something that you can't change on the superficial side or, on the inside without, years upon years of hard work. Whereas I could have lost my anxieties the week after I was done with chemotherapy when my hair was fully back. So I have mad respect for you, and I wish you the best in everything you do. As you can tell, you're doing an amazing job and you're helping a bunch of people, and I really respect you for that. And now I'm just blabbing on and on, so I will let this go. I hope you see this and have a good one. Bye.